Hello guys, welcome back again to Shinobi Scale channel. In this moment, we will compare about Forbidden techniques power levels to see which is the strongest. But before entering the Shinobi Scale video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because Shinobi Scale still has many power ranked video for you.
No jutsu. だから死に耐えるもの忍者なんだろ俺たちは
Taju Kage Bunshin or 1000 Shadow Clone is one of the forbidden techniques because it is very dangerous for the user. In making just one clone, the user must be able to split the chakra into two. So the 1000 Shadow Clone technique can only be done if the user has a very large chakra capacity. If the user persists in using the 1000 Shadow Clone without thinking about the chakra capacity he has. So, most likely the user will die or be seriously injured. So far, only Naruto and Konohamaru are able to create 1000 shadows due to their large chakra capacity.
Rosin Shuriken! 修行中に俺に言ったこと覚えてるか
Rosin Shuriken is a Rasengan move that has been improvised and combined with the wind element. This technique was created by Naruto. Rosin Shuriken can be thrown into an area that is quite far away, and the destructive power caused by this move is very powerful and can damage cells. However, it turns out that behind the greatness of the Rosin Shuriken, which is very strong for the opponent, the Rosin Shuriken user also gets the impact. The hand that is used to release the Rosin Shuriken will get quite almost fatal damage, and it is very possible to damage the nerves, so that the hand will not function as before. Jongu is a secret prohibition technique owned by Takigakure. This technique is kept secret and hidden because it can make the user immortal. Jongu makes the user's body consists of long black threads that can lengthen or shorten according to the user's wishes. This technique is also able to turn a person's heart into a mask and serve as a backup heart for the user. Due to his abilities, this technique was hidden. However, this technique was stolen by Kakuzu, when he felt betrayed by his own village and managed to live for hundreds of years.
Izanami da. 自分が何者か知りたければ本当の自分を見つめ直し認めることだ
Izanami is a forbidden technique that can only be used by someone who has the Mangekyo Sharingan. Izanami is a counter to the Izanagi technique. Izanami is a dojutsu that is able to change someone's destiny. This technique has a fairly large risk. The user will experience blindness in the eyes using Izanami. This technique was created by Naori Uchiha, later used by Itachi Uchiha. Thanks to the use of Izanami, Itachi managed to stop the entire Edo Tensei army in the Fourth Great Ninja War. Kisho Tensei is a medical technique that is strictly prohibited. This technique makes the user transfer large amounts of chakra to the user patients, who are in critical condition or on the verge of death. Kisho Tensei was created by Granny Chio, who comes from Tsunagakure, and so far no one else is able or willing to use this move due to the risks it has. The chance of survival for the patient will be very high, but for a medical ninja who uses this move, it is tantamount to suicide because it will drain the user's chakra. However, with this technique, Gaara managed to survive after the Shukaku, which is an Ichibi, was extracted from his body. If Chio doesn't use Kisho Tensei on Gaara, then he will die.
かってんだ。これ以上のやり方がないんだよ。
Sozosai Byakugo no Jutsu is a forbidden move created by the 5th Hokage, Tsunade Senju. As a medical ninja, she is not allowed to fight on the front lines because she has to live to treat her wounded comrades on the front lines. However, Tsunade, who felt that she was capable enough to fight on the front lines, created the Byakugo Jutsu, that allowed her to heal her wounds instantly without having to use medical ninjutsu. Based on the Tsunade, any medical ninja who is able to master this technique is allowed to go against the medical ninja rules and fight on the front line. This technique requires very high chakra control. Even Shizune, who has studied with Tsunade for years, is unable to awaken Byakugo. So far only Tsunade and Sakura have mastered Sozosai Byakugo.
体でやるのは初めてだが
Gojo Jibaku is one of the Kinjutsu created by the second Hokage. This technique turns the body into explosive paper that will continuously explode. However, this technique will not be able to be used by people who are still alive, because it will make the user die instantly when the explosive paper runs out. In the Great Old War, Tobirama combined Edo Tensei with Gojo Jibaku to make soldiers commit suicide to fight their enemies. Later, when Tobirama was resurrected to help the shinobi in the Fourth Great Ninja War, he again uses the Gojo Kabaku to fight Obito, who is a Jubi Jinchuriki.
この子を信じよう。なんたって俺たちの息子なんだから。
Shikafujin is called the highest and strongest sealing technique. This technique is one of the S-class Kinjutsu which is very difficult to master. Shikafujin users will summon a Shinigami to seal the creature or opponent they wish to seal. The Shinigami will then seal the person and then swallow his soul, after which the Shinigami will swallow the soul of the Shikafujin user. Even though it is called the strongest sealing technique, of course the price to be paid is also high. Not only does the user feel extreme pain, the user will also die and be sealed by the Shinigami. This technique was created in secret by the Uzumaki clan, which was later mastered by the 3rd and 4th Hokage. When Naruto, Sasuke and Boruto were very desperate when fighting against Ishiki, Kurama offered a forbidden technique that could be used to defeat Ishiki. Namely with Varian Mode. This mode is very strong because it will combine the chakra it has with Naruto's chakra so that it produces new and much stronger energy. However, this mode will not last long and will cost the user's life. Naruto, who has now become Hokage, is ready with the consequences and agrees to Varian Mode. But apparently, Varian Mode did not sacrifice his life, but the life of the beast that made him lose Kurama. Hachiman is a taijutsu technique that makes the user's strength beyond his limits. The Hachiman technique consists of several stages. The user must be able to open one gate at a time to master it. There are 8 gates or stages in Hachiman. Each gate stage has its own risks. Starting from tissue damage in the body, to death. In his fight against Madara, Guy opened the last gate of Hachiman, namely Shimon, Gate 8 or Gate of Death. The power of Hachiman is extraordinary. By opening Shimon, Guy is able to make Madara, who already has the power of God, not move and recognizes Guy as the strongest taijutsu user. However, after removing the Hachiman, Guy's body became burnt and his legs were scorched to ashes.
出生のわからない僕はすぐにスパイとして育てられ、
Edo Tensei is a Kinjutsu created by the second Hokage that classifies as forbidden jutsu, because it is very dangerous. Edo Tensei is a technique that brings back people who have died. Edo Tensei users are able to control people who are revived. In addition, people who are revived will rise again even if they are burned, stabbed or split open. They will continue to regenerate. The only way to stop the Edo Tensei is to seal them. Edo Tensei was used by Tobirama in the Second Great Ninja War, and then Orochimaru learned this move to revive the first and second Hokage. After that, Kabuto used this Edo Tensei move to revive the previous Kage and resurrect Madara Uchiha. This move is one of the biggest causes of the Fourth Great Ninja War and also the rise of Kaguya Otsutsuki.
下道輪廻転生の術。同じ死を仰いだ者同士理解し合えるはずだと前に言ったな。
Rene Tensei is a forbidden technique that can only be used by someone who has the Rinnegan, and has a large amount of chakra. With Rene Tensei, the user is able to resurrect the dead as usual without lacking anything. Due to the power of the Rene Tensei, this is the reason Rinnegan users are so feared in the shinobi world. However, thanks to this Rene Tensei technique, all the Konoha villagers who died in the attack by pain, came back to life. Unfortunately, this Rene Tensei was also the one who revived Madara Uchiha and made him succeed in activating the Mugen Tsukuyomi. That's all from Shinobi Scale channel. Don't forget to stay tuned for the next power ranked video. Thank you for watching this video guys, we will back again with more interesting videos for you.